my Final Fantasy. What kind? I would not be doing that on with this in front of me. Put it that way.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. What's that?
Let me see if I can get a cheap copy of this game now. Not now today, but I can see if I can see there's a cheaper copy out and stop paying 30 quid for it.
All right, Clive. What do you want?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen.
Keeps this £4
the Enterprise.
On eBay.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Hey, Nick, I've got something to say to you. There's some sexy legs there.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Yeah.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short 1 pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's...
I say unicorn. There you go. I'm the good one. I'm saying unicorn.
Oh, where did all
I'm being the good one. I'm saying unicorn.
Weights and pots!
Well, if you like, if you
telling
ever
me it's
need me to,
gone?
I can do it on my computer at any point. I can just save on there and you just send me what you want on there. Yeah, me. I'll always look after you. And first I see some sexy legs. Don't. I got a funny story for that. Yeah. Me and three of my mates back in the day dressed up as them for Halloween. I mean, it was we had, and I've got Payday 2, but what system are you talking about for it? I can get it on the Xbox. Yeah, but I mean I can get it downloaded on the Xbox. Yeah.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her. But
Oh wait,
she
I
was
haven't
all
got
I
given you
need.
your birthday present yet, Lisa. It's been
Worked
your
her
birthday,
mines
that's
for
all.
years.
Oops.
And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as
I'm
I
the
am.
same.
She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now
You use a
she's
gun?
gone.
Why can't you just use the sword?
She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Because the sword comes in handy. Yeah. I'm a handyman.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you! Thank you, my friend! You've opened my eyes!
I'm not downloading it now though.
Wait.
I'm playing my Final Fantasy. Oh,
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
I can't do my fantasy. You're not here. Nick told me to go play my fantasy.
Mother Crystal.
Oh, Lisa, do you have a webcam for your PS4? Well, you have the PlayStation. Ah, you have that. Oh, I was going to say, which is it the old one or the new one? Gen 1 or Gen 2? Do like a Gen 2? Why would I need it? It doesn't connect to PS5. You want it or not?
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
The juiciest meat from Greens.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt
Did you just hurt yourself, Nick?
crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Yeah.
Well, if it
do I.
tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something.
You know, I had.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Needs to save him.
Good day to you, Sid.
The crystals we get from the table. We haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes. I trust it's all here. I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here. Ah, yes. I trust it's all here. Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
We had to dig a new cell.
Ah,
Go on.
there are whisperings
I'm a bit
afoot of
upset now.
shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village.
This whole time we've been
Rustlings
doing
in the
Final Fantasy
undergrowth,
16.
suspicious
from
noises.
start to finish. I
My
think the
people
whole thing
fear
I've done
that
already.
they are being watched.
I left them
It
in the
may
shop
be no
for
more than a
ages
surfeit
ago.
of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more
Nick's
dangerous.
gonna die.
Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
I am not fat. I am
Of
big
course.
boned.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales,
How dare you call me
and make
fat?
what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah. I can barely hear Lisa. Yeah. That's what I said.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
It's also something.
It is
So.
the Black Shields took out hands or something.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't
Well,
worry.
no, you'll be safe
Any
from me.
shady characters
It's
try and
Lisa you
slip
gotta
into
worry
town
about.
this way,
I've
and I'll soon come
separated
running.
the audio.
And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Maybe I might be able to make it a little bit louder on my end. No, play your game. I can make you louder. If you speak now, you'll be louder. Look, on PS5, I don't know about PlayStation 4, but PS5 you can control down for each person, so I can make one person louder if their mic's lower.
Do you have a moment?
That's what I was
Let's
doing
talk
for
of-
Lisa. She
No,
didn't have to change pads.
but I've heard
just make it as
something.
loud so I can hear it.
Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
Hello.
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between
Oh,
the
yeah, there is that.
trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. This one. Get him.
one way to check for friendly fire.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
That was me.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
The crystals we get from the tailor will...
Clive, how goes...
I found some black shields hiding
Hey,
in
Holes,
Orbit's
how's it going?
pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we... and bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
How are you enjoying the game, Holes?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Probably in the house, Lisa.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately.
Behind
His
you.
response, however, was rather more visceral.
Underneath the stairs.
He had my entire family
Underneath
slaughtered.
the stairs.
And he faced no punishment whatsoever.
It was.
I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved
Oh, that was
through
just a
the
shadow,
courts.
sorry.
So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
You're getting your ass handed
Quentin.
to you, Lisa.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless
about to
we
die, by the
move
way.
against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Hey, level up. Level 37. Yeah. I knew you was coming out of the closet.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Oh. I just cracked my whole back. It felt lovely.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still.
Ah, dang, you're loud. Yeah, let's go back to the party quickly.
If that's what it takes to get to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going up? Which one of... Oh, it's not like it's the most... You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of...
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Right, so me and Gav's gotta go make a potion.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
What's up, James?
Anything else?
No one can hear. No, me and Lisa had a talk about stuff earlier. So, yeah, so you know what why.
My carpets have bright.
Take a sniff,
Now,
sir.
Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you?
I mean,
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots! Bowls and
Won't you come and play, handsome?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Kazal greens.
Did the constables test you?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Now,
juiciest
Dusan,
meat.
I know
It
you're
would
keen.
make a fine
This is no time to ride. Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what
He wants to play
Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though.
with something,
I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Sorry, Nick.
There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
I know about everything we talk about. You tell me everything. Don't lie. I've heard all about. Oh wait, no, that's Nick who tells me. Sorry, Lisa.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
did I talk to this last one? What's there? I go to the thumbnail, Lisa. I go to your thumbnail.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
So what are you in the mood for? Something fast paced, a slow pace, something with a rough story?
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we
start a new server on
have a chat?
Or play a game that's like 7 Days to Die, like for instance or Minecraft, Dying Light.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain.
Why don't you see,
hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays.
Both you've got
always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Yeah, you're free to say what you like.
That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
You talking about me?
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Oh, she called me babe now. But you got a pool table. Hey, so what are you doing? Behave. Behave.
Let's hope this is
I
all
see you.
Blackthorn needs.
Behave. I know. Looking at me. Talk and watch. Yeah, I'm talking to her.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this
I've known
thermal
for years.
plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Yeah. Oh, ho, ho.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Uh-huh.
What do you need?
Yeah.
You still here? The plating will be ready when it's ready. All right.
I'm already talking to her. That's why I keep stopping, standing still.
I went up to give some breeze to the chocobo. Mid hasn't.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I think Mid might need some help.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Of course. Study it well, Clive.
Thanks to Sid.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome, Clive.
taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Well, if I can help, I will. You know that. As in,
If you're ready, we leave
help
at
her get
once.
the Xbox. I mean. Well, that's Days Gone's on PC now. Well, to be fair, I'm going to give PlayStation their due. PlayStation's got more exclusives right now than Xbox. No, they haven't. It's already been announced. I think it's going to be down to Final Fantasy or what's that other game? No. This one, yeah. There has Final Fantasy like 15 and stuff. This one is exclusive to PlayStation. But then, to be fair, if you wanted to play this and you wanted to play the exclusives, buy the digital console and just play the games digital. Because it's like £200 cheaper.
Get him! Farewell! Go for
Yeah, like I did with my 50, and I literally just bought a copy of the Wii that was still sealed for Crystal Chronicles. That's still sealed to this day. That's on my shelf
There you
now.
are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd
I got
imagine.
the X.
Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
So, with the Series S and the Series X, you can put Xbox One games on a hard drive, like the PlayStation 5. And then the external.
Anybody home?
Like, this is all just like the PS5. The internal one, and you can get the little memory card things.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Nice try. Over here. This.
they're called seasonal characters. It's always been a thing since Diablo 3. I'm fine with it.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
The thing is, we don't actually play. We just sit there and talk now. Like me when I play my Final Fantasy, I've been playing my Counter Strikes non-stop this morning. So now I'm playing my Final Fantasy stuff just to chill out too. Yeah, she had to make it.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside.
Jackbox party.
I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too
Basically,
heavy.
it's a load of mini games.
The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started.
Off now,
I need something
it'll
light.
be hosted
But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what to do
we all
it.
play by use our phones.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
And
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Some certain connections like I do.
Right away.
But yeah, if it wasn't if it wasn't me, yes, you would have to buy the game. Yeah. But it's something like
I just started reading books that don't have any pictures.
Another game that I think Lisa would enjoy is Mario Party. It's literally just mini games, non-stop mini games on a board game. I fucking love it. I fucking love Mario Party. I like it.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
and open them. This is what.
Now, where's Talia?
You can't replace that.
There's talk.
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I
these.
won't have use.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
If someone basically takes one of my Final Fantasy off my shelf without my consent, and then basically ruin the disc, because I've all the PS2
Right,
ones, the
don't
PS1
touch
versions,
anything.
I've had them all basically
Go on.
de-scratched,
Take
so
it.
like proper in mint, the ones that I've already opened.
Buy, sell.
I wanted it to be
Or
as
be
mint
gone.
as they can,
How the hell is
so if I ever do want to use them, play, okay, right, it's gonna work.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you find
No, you're
everything?
fine.
I did. Here.
I think you should try Ark, because it's like it.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
You might have to tweak your settings then, that's about it. I was fine. I was fine with Hera. I just turned it up. All I did was turn her up and I could hear her perfectly fine, which wasn't a problem.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today.
I mean, I could,
And just like
I could
today,
beat up
I
Minecraft,
came away
but it'd be on my
empty-handed.
VR headset.
Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember
I've got
it as if it
Minecraft,
was
but I've
yesterday.
never played it in VR.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's been 5
Yeah.
years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
You swing your hands
In
to
a good way, of
and
course.
everything to
Thank you, Talia,
yeah.
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Oh, I'm gonna drag you guys into Dead by Daylight soon. Nicolas Cage, though. Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. No, I mean he's coming to Dead by Daylight. Nicolas Cage. I'm gonna drag you guys in there.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Thanks to Sid.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Let me know when Lisa goes live so I can get myself over there.
Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. You'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Oh,
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Hey Nick, someone's turning a master ball on page marketplace. Yeah, it's like so. There's this company now that makes like master balls that light up. Oh no, these are proper. No.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone.
That's how much you usually go for.
That's one down and just 3 more
If you
to
get
go.
Between 30 and 50 quid is usually what they go for.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The
So
Enterprise
they
has
haven't put a
4
price on it
mithril
yet.
engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Yeah, so what they do is you get one of the master balls.
Don't worry.
And it comes
Now
on a
they've
little
got a
stand,
finished one to work off. My gang
and
in
then as your
Canva can
ball
build the
lights up
rest.
and everything.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
I think you should build a cage around Lisa and trap her in it.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking
Well,
about
that
the
way you're
Enterprise
safe
sailing
from all
off
the
over
mobs.
the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually
I got you a
live.
task. Go around and kill everything.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Pull the trigger.
Have you seen Mid?
Destroy it.
Yep. In a boat. Going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
Told you.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid
No,
got
I'm
us
gonna
to do
keep
all
going
the
on
dirty
this.
work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Me and my little sword.
Well, nothing we can do about it now.
Yeah, my little sword.
But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to
Nah,
tie her to
have
something
you-
before you suggest
It's
it.
your, it's your phone.
Don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway,
Sent a picture
we
of
all
it
set
to
to head to the old hideaway.
My little sword.
I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish.
My little sword.
Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
No,
But
it is
after
a
he asked
little
for
tiny
me
sword.
personally.
Hey,
You'll be
Jen.
leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my
Where's
regards.
this gone?
All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
I've got my music playing as well at the same time, so I'm a little chilled. Well, the way the way I've got it all set up, my speakers are behind my TV and my monitor, so it blocks some of the sound. But I've got the audio all the way down on that actual software, and slightly up on my speakers.
Well,
so I can
Sid,
hear it still. The mic doesn't pick it up.
I remember what you
But
told
it's not
me.
over the TV as well.
But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
No, the
Life
Phoenix can.
has a
The
beginning
Phoenix Downs.
and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we'd do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets.
Yeah.
It's managed by the Merchants
Yeah.
Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And
Oh,
glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
You shouldn't be buying yourself some flowers. Nick should be buying you flowers.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Oh, I might need to go down to the corner shop in a minute. I might need to go to the shop now. No, I want chocolate raisins. I've got a hankering for chocolate raisins. Chocolate raisins.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Yeah, chocolate raisins with some good old Oreos as well. Oh, chocolate bourbons. Oh. Lisa, do us a favour. Do my usual for Nick. This time, make sure I hear it. Ow. Doesn't mean she can't come over and do it for me.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother.
if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit, it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I've got Katy Perry playing right now. What the fuck?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Might do Kingdom Hearts after
Right.
the next big game.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And good hunting, eh?
I'll kick you in the arse, don't worry. You might lose it. It'll get stuck inside me. Can I destroy it? I'll go get some TNT. But I won't just do it there. I'll do it everywhere. Hold on. Wait. I've got you covered. No, I mean I've got her covered. I've got a thing that just gives me tiles. Generating titles.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too.
There's 6
Didn't you,
there
boy?
for you. There you go, Lisa. There's 6 titles there.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass. And all official traffic moved there.
I mean, it's
Leaving this
it's
one
AI
for those
freaking-
living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail
Not
today.
cheesy. I'm not cheesy. No, I didn't do it. AI. It was all AI. Get him. Over here.
Keep it up.
So what do you think? Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
I'm
man's
looking.
a coward.
I'm looking.
When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he
sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the
This is
right
what I'm
direction.
not like.
You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Why do you think this is 100% the reason why I haven't streamed on Twitch recently. I don't want the subs. I don't want the money.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
That's the thing. If you're on Twitch, you can put your music on.
Look lively, you lot. You lot guests.
No, you just be on there.
Ah! Go for it!
No, I'm just on my big shot.
Nice try.
Now
passed away. Was it?
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
No, you really can't. I'm winning. No, his acting wasn't terrible. No, it wasn't.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here.
But I'm the only one that's safe.
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother.
I'm the only one that's safe because the fact of my...
What if we want his help again next time?
I've just cancelled you. What are you going to do? I'm cancelling you. I'm going to cancel you by giving you a big massive hug. I'm trying to figure out where this fucking place is I need to go. But I'm just trying to figure out where to go for this fucking hunt. Where the fuck's that place? Send it over. I need to go there. Oh, where's my phone? Was you taking a picture? Well, the problem is, you've just sent me a screenshot of it. Or was that the screenshot of the actual picture with the two back bits on top and bottom? What you need to do is take the back bits off. Then, because you do that, I'm going to zoom that in anyway. You need to take a landscape picture. And when you add stuff on top, it won't zoom it in. Well, then it won't zoom out as well because you're doing it horizontal. So, because it's horizontal, it's going to zoom completely out and put the two black lines on it. You need to do it landscape. Sometimes they're picky. So if I went and put that into my editing software, it'll just zoom it straight in. No, I mean you won't be able to make out anything of it. Because it zoomed out that far, if I try and correct it, it's just going to make it all blurry and blocky and you won't be able to. If you send it to my phone, I'll just send it over to my laptop. I've got to go beat the Bomb King. Maybe I can try it to see.
What we have here? Greetings, Your Majesty.
to pony enemies while semi-primed. Yeah, the protein one. So you sent me a picture on my phone. Well, on PlayStation.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
And what did you want on it? Yeah. Play back for. Yeah, your stream's gone off now. I can get this thumbnail made for you anyway. I've got everything I need. I'm doing it anyway. I think it's a network problem because I'm still fine and mine's still going. It's not a YouTube problem, it's just a network problem that you're having at the moment. I'm going to send you some wide connections. Wide connections. It will help because what you do is you plug one of the TP link into the plug socket next to where the router is and connect that by one wire. And then the other one, you put it wherever your PS4 is, plug that in, and then run from that plug to your PS4, and it runs for your wires in your flat or house. It'll pass all the way through to the other plug. It'll go from one plug to the other plug, without having to have cables going everywhere. Well, I did a thing for her. I can't hear her at the moment. I don't think she's speaking. But no, do you want someone saying about the TP links?
That should do it.
They're the easiest things to set up.
If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Why? I'll talk to him and find out what's going on.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
What is it?
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
He cracked the crystal too.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help? Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but nothing like. You've not been working it.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.